Well, those were the earlier finals.
Romania in lane 2, Great Britain in 3, Italy in 4, Germany in 5, Cuba on the far side in 6.
Yes, and the Searles have exceeded all our expectations to reach this position. I think coming to the Olympic regatta with only perhaps 6 races behind them, it was asking a great deal for them to reach the final. To reach a medal was remarkable, but now we dare to think that they might actually win a gold medal. They have scalped everybody in this field in the heat and then the semi-final. Everybody, that is, except the Banyoles. To put what is a mammoth task in some sort of proportion, this is probably their 8th race together as a combination. The Banyoles, I suspect, have raced in excess of 200 times. It's a mammoth task. Now, the Banyoles are going to try and break clear of the Searles, because what the Searles have shown is that they have a pulverizing final 500. All the field will be aware of this. They've all suffered as a result of this tremendous finishing power that the Searles have generated. They are fantastic racers. So what we must watch and see is whether the Searles can actually stay in contact through the first 500 metres. And now they're doing quite well. They're just where they should be, tracking the Italians.
This side of them, the blue vests of Romania, then that blue and white Great Britain pair of Searle and Searle. Beyond them, Italy, and beyond them again, Germany and Cuba. We're approaching the first 500 metres, and the Searles in touch. (1:39.93), which is about the pace at which they've been going through 500 metres. Italy leading from Romania, and Germany, and Great Britain, and then Cuba, but not a lot more than a length covering those 5 crews. The French beginning to drop back in 6th place.
Yes, and the Italians are still trying to pull out some more, and the Searles really have got to check them at this point. They shouldn't allow them to have more than a length and a half. So far, I think so predictable, based on the times that we've seen. The Romanians perhaps not quite out as fast as they were in their heat, but they've also raced in the coxed 4, so the edge may be off them. It's very important that pressure is kept off on the Banyoles. It was clear they were going to go out as fast as they possibly can, and they've now got over a length and a half. Perhaps it's pushing out to a length and 3/4. That's the French pair.
New partnership this year, and not making an impact on this race. This is where the pace is. Carmine Banyoles in the bow, his elder brother Giuseppe the stroke, coxed by Giuseppe di Capua, Italy in the lead.
And Italy have pulled out to an ominously large lead. It's very important they get back on terms with them as quickly as they can. It's a good 2 lengths. Now that would have cost the Italians a great deal, so the second 1,000 is still a lot to play with, but they've possibly got a little room for relaxation up the front there.
Coming towards 1,000 metres, the final of the men's coxed pairs. Great Britain with so many hopes on this virtually untried Searle brothers combination. Gone through 1,000 metres with Italy leading from Romania. The Searle brothers have gone through into 3rd ahead of Germany, Cuba and France.
And there's really going to have to be some fireworks if they're going to get back on terms now. They're 4 seconds, a little over 4 seconds behind Italy at the moment. Romania certainly are in their sights, but they've got to do something very dramatic if they're going to catch up 4 seconds on the Italians. The Italians nursed themselves through the heats and the semi-finals. There was always the suspicion they were doing no more than the bare minimum to qualify. As older men, they know that they have got a limited number of fast races in them.
Molesey Boat Club, the Searle brothers, and Gary Herbert, their cox from Leander, coached by Steve Gunn from Hampton Boat Club. The race beginning to tighten up.
Yes, Steve Gunn has coached these 2 boys right since their school days. Both the 2 Searles were at Hampton School, junior world champions, challenging the world at the Olympic Games.
Question is, can anybody reel in the Banyoles?
As the field's closing a little, they certainly haven't got further away. Look at them, tremendous length, determination. All those years together, and they want that 3rd Olympic gold medal, and they're not going to surrender it easily.
Don't think there's much doubt that the field is closing on them. The question is, have they established a big enough margin to nurse it over the last 500 metres, which we are now approaching. The Banyoles brothers lead for Italy. Romania just in second place ahead of Great Britain, but very little in that.
Now we must look for the Searles. There they are. They're going to go for a change of gear. Let's see if they can get back there. Poised to take over from the Romanians in second position.
The Banyoles loafed their way through the final at Lucerne and finished in 6th place, and saw the Searle brothers come storming past them there in a race which they'd misjudged in the early stages, but finished almost as though they were jet propelled. But what can they do here? They're certainly making the effort, and they are certainly closing the gap. They are in the silver medal position, and they are pulling back on the Banyoles, but there are now only 250 metres to go, and that's a lot to make up.
So surely it's too far, even for the Searles with their finishing power. They've taken the Romanians, they didn't catch them until the line in the heat. Can they get back on terms? There still seems to be a little clear water. They haven't got more than about 25 strokes left.
200 metres to go now. Banyoles brothers lead for Italy, looking to be 3 times Olympic champions. The Searle brothers looking for a medal in their first ever Olympic final, their first major final in this event. The Banyoles lead. The Searle brothers are coming back at them all the time, and they have such power in the finish. They are coming at them again, and they're coming and coming again, and the Banyoles are tiring, and they're going to go through them. I think they can do it. They're coming, and they are there. The Searle brothers have beaten the Banyoles, and that is a great achievement. Britain now ruling the world in pairs racing, coxed and coxless. One of the great performances, not only of this Olympic regatta, but of any that have gone before. Young, untried, resolute, courageous, and now champions of the Olympic Games.
There, Gary Herbert, all 7 stone 10 of him, wins Best Medal Ceremony Award from me so far. We'll be talking to him in a couple of days' time. He's coming to see us because the rowing's miles away from here in Barcelona.